Peace, what up, y'all? Phil James. Today is Tuesday, May 15th, 2018. Surprise, surprise, another volcano. How about that? And guess where it's at? Pacific Ring of Fire. Why am I showing you that? How many volcanoes is that in just how many days? Like, really? What are we at right now? 2 active volcanoes in Hawaii right now. The one's been active since 1983, so whatever. Not going to say too much about that one. But Kilauea, we know where that's at, what it's doing right now. Now we have another volcano eruption in Indonesia. Guess what? Indonesia just had another eruption not that long ago that took place, along with a few earthquakes, right? You guys remember that? Well, that's Pacific Ring of Fire also. So Kilauea is directly center of the Ring of Fire. Like right plop in the center, and the Ring of Fire goes around it. So what's going on here? Well, and you remember the story in the article I put out yesterday talking about the Ring of Fire getting much more active with explosive volcanoes? Well, the Bay Area, San Francisco, got hit with an earthquake today, this morning. So what's that mean? That means that volcanic activity they're talking about being triggered due to Hawaii is now more likely to be triggered due to earthquakes and Hawaii. So, yeah, getting pretty crazy out here, guys. Hawaii had 450 earthquakes in under 24 hours before their volcano started erupting, so right before that, I covered Reno. Reno had 750 earthquakes in 7 days. 750 earthquakes in 7 days. That is ridiculous. Yeah, they're all small timblers or whatever you want to call them. Small tremblers, whatever. But the point is, that much seismic activity in such a small area in such a little amount of time is pretty unbelievable. Yeah, so, pretty crazy, right? Like, what the hell is happening? What the hell? Do you guys see this news app? Look, children groomed to live stream own sex abuse. Are you serious? That's on Sky News? What the hell, dude? Alright, so... Oh. Hold on, guys. I gotta bookmark this. See anything about the quantum and 3D printing, you gotta save it for later and look at it later. Alright, so look. So check this out. If we look at everything that's going on right now, we have all these volcanoes, we have all this crazy earthquake and seismic activity taking place. Then you look at this. Monster wave. 78-foot wave is largest in southern hemisphere. Do you realize how big a 70-foot or 78-foot wave is? That is gnarly. So we're just covering a few topics here real quick. I got some time to kill. Look at the clouds behind me. I covered it already.
New Zealand scientists claim a monster wave created by a deep low pressure system is the largest ever recorded in the southern hemisphere. According to the Meteorological Service of New Zealand, a solitary buoy measured a 78-foot wave in the Southern Ocean off Campbell Island on the night of May 9th. The massive wave is roughly the same height as a 7-story building, and just a bit taller than 5 double-decker buses stacked on top of each other. It beat out the previous record holder, a 72-foot swell recorded in Tasmania in 2012. The wave formed during a storm in which the significant wave height, or the average of the top third of waves measured from crest to trough, reached over 48 feet. Though a record for the Southern Ocean, larger wave heights have been identified in the Northern Hemisphere. Scientists say it's possible the storm generated even bigger waves that weren't recorded by the buoy, which operates for only 20 minutes every 3 hours. Damn, that's big.
Holy mother of pearl! Quite a few Asian countries call themselves the Pearl of the Orient, but never has the Philippines.
Okay, I just wanted you guys to see that big-ass wave, but whatever. So no, here's the other story. So look, Oakland, California. A small earthquake has rattled San Francisco Bay Area, but there are no immediate reports of damage or injuries. The U.S. Geological Survey says a 3.5 magnitude tremor struck 2 miles northeast of Oakland at 7:18 p.m. Monday. So it was felt in San Francisco and other communities as far away as Petaluma, about 40 miles northwest of Oakland. So why is that important? You know, why am I talking about that? Such a small earthquake. Well, because from all the speculation and guesses, you know, California is already due for the big one, the one they always talk about, you know, the big fault line earthquake, the one that's supposed to take place up there in Washington and Cali. They talk about that thing all the time, like it's due. You know, there's one massive earthquake every like 100 years, they say, or whatever the F they claim. And, you know, every like 100 years that earthquake goes off and causes catastrophic damage is what they try to say. But anyways, the point is, this thing hit in the Bay Area. They're already talking about some of the volcanoes going crazy in Cali because of Hawaii right now and the Ring of Fire being so active. So if you think about that, and then this earthquake going off, it just shows that the seismic and volcanic activity on this earth is literally exponentially increasing. And it's without a doubt. I've covered how many separate cases now. So keep it in mind. Keep your eyes on this Ring of Fire. I'm telling you, it's going to continue to do this because it hasn't stopped yet. Okay? And it's still going. So keep your eyes on the Ring of Fire. Keep your eyes on Cali and Washington. They give us the warnings about the big earthquake. If it doesn't come naturally, they might cause it themselves. You know, they don't like their catastrophes going to waste or not being used. So if it doesn't come natural, they're going to do it themselves, I'm sure. And like I said in my Hawaii volcano video, the second or third one I made, I completely think that those the psychotic elite that run this planet or this earth, I completely believe they can trigger volcanoes. They say we have no idea when a volcano will erupt. You know, we don't know how to really predict it because it's just kind of all of a sudden. You know, sometimes they might be able to get an early warning out depending on seismic activity, you know, like, oh, it might erupt, but they never know for sure. So volcanoes are kind of, you know, just best guess. So I'd like to think, though, that these elitists, these scumbags, they already have an idea of when these volcanoes will erupt, I think, and they can probably trigger it themselves. That's my opinion, you know, and I'll make sure you know that that is my opinion. But I know a lot of you probably agree with me because what can't they do, right? So, all right, y'all. Phil James. I'm probably going to cut this video now. I just wanted to make this all known, you know, because this Ring of Fire is going crazy still. So keep your eyes on it, y'all. Phil James, and I'm out. Peace.